Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yolanda and welcome to Unfiltered Me. So for today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a sensitive topic about we need to get our lives together, okay? This is like motivation for anybody who might need it, but it just kind of was on my heart and it really resonates because it's something that I've been dealing and struggling with, lately. And it's about just falling, learning to stop falling back into our old ways and our old mind, thought process, and just old everything, and to truly step into and to really embody moving forward in our lives. And sometimes that could be so hard, and I will be vulnerable and share with you one example. And I know I said it in one of my past videos this week, and I was I'll never say things until months after the fact, but I'm gonna be real with y'all because that's one thing I want to keep it is 100 here. And currently I'm going through a breakup right now, girl. It wasn't messy, it was just calm. It was a little calm breakup, and honestly it sucks so much. I have been struggling this past just amount of time. I won't give it a time frame, but just now this amount of time. And honestly, it sucks. It sucks, I was talking to my friend about this. It sucks grieving a person who is well and alive, It sucks knowing that this is not literally not to bash that person or not, but it just sucks thinking about the what could have been if they would have done X, Y, and Z, or if I would have done X, Y, and Z, And I feel this past period of time, I've just been so stuck. And it's part of the grieving process. I like to allow myself to grieve, of course, but I just hate the feeling so much. And I don't know if you guys can relate to that, but it's just just with any unfortunate thing happening in life, it's just I feel so often, at least for me, getting stuck, wanting things to go back to how they were before. And it's so hard, the memories and the things of just the past in general. It's just why couldn't it be that way again? I feel I dealt with this a lot sophomore year when my coach left, and till this day, I will admit, you could see within some of the runners, including me sometimes, or even in my coaches, and it's just bringing up this man, and it's just why not we focus our energy on what we have right now, the future, not on the past of, oh my gosh, X, Y, and Z, this happened and that's why we're not as good as before. No, using what we have and really trying to be better. And it's so hard to have that mentality, to have that mindset that that this happened, I have no control, we can't go back in the past, but we can change to be better or do better, or learn from that past. It's so hard to just to even switch that mindset. And I just want to tell you, for anybody who's struggling out there going through it, that I understand you, I feel you, whatever it may be. Breakups is not the only thing that I've been through. If there's anything that relates on this level, or maybe a little bit, maybe not as much, or maybe even worse than the degree, I hear you, I understand you, I feel you. And I just want to make this as a motivational thing to you will get through it, okay? And right now I need to hear this too, and I've been telling myself this, and I think today definitely really was just my hope that I needed, my little just a little push. And sometimes that's all that we need. It's been really hard, as I said again, it's been very hard. Whether he sees this video, I don't know if he even knew that I had a channel for that, or if he ever watched my videos, but if you're seeing this, hi. But on a serious note though, it sucks being in this position, feeling so stuck and just wanting things to go back. At the end of the day, life goes on. I told this to my freshmen as it was one of my last days being their freshman mentors, and I was just you know what, this is advice I stole from somebody else, not gonna lie, but it resonated real well because I've been applying it 100% as much as I can in my life. But the advice is, you know what, the world doesn't end, it doesn't stop over one guy, over no girl, over no friendship, over just nothing. It keeps going. You know, people that have died years ago who may have been big during that time, you know, some of them are forgotten or just like, who is that or whatever. Like, time moves on for, like, people aren't gonna remember like you falling down the stairs, like at school, whatever. Like, you know, like, you just gotta keep it pushing. It's gonna be okay. Like, some things aren't as big as they seem, and I feel like right now, like, it's just such like a limited thinking that I have, that like, oh my gosh, like, we broke up and it's the end of the world and I'm never gonna find anybody, and I'm gonna be single forever and I'm gonna be in my 40s and I'll have no kids, no husband, and no pets because nobody wants me. Like, it's so hard being sucked into those thoughts. But let me tell you, when you get there, you need to like do something. Like, you need to, like, I believe somewhere in the Bible, because I was watching this thingy and it was talking about like lust, right? And it's just like, you know, like, when, you know, when it comes your way, I'm gonna try to like find it. If I could put it, I'm gonna put it here, but it's like one verse or some quote, and it's just saying like, you know, when, you know, you get tempted, like, run, like, drop everything. And I want to apply to this, like, when that thought comes in, like, you cannot feed into it. I was just, you know, giving somebody a mini TED talk about that. I was talking to them about like body insecurities and just like how it's a rippling effect. Like, once, or even like when you compliment somebody, like, usually, like, at least for girls, or at least for me, when I compliment somebody, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, you're so pretty, I love your smile, oh my gosh, I love your hair, oh my gosh, I love your outfit. Yeah, it's like a rippling effect, and we have to stop ourselves. We have to stop instantly, like, once we like even begin, like, almost like the first compliment, like, once we begin, like, start thinking critical of ourselves, or thinking negatively, or back into situations that aren't the present. It's just like we have to stop ourselves, because it's literally slowing our progress, y'all. It is slowing us down, and we really need to step, you know, into the future, and to really just like, you know, yes, it sucks, whatever may have happened in the past, you know, whatever it may be, like, at the end of the day, like, it will be okay. As hard, and I understand, as hard as it is to really stay strong, especially too, because sometimes it's just like, I just want to give up, you know, I just want to, like, you know, like, it just seems so hopeless. But when I tell you, like, you will make it through. I know you guys will. You just have to stay strong. I think another thing is really just like pushing yourself out there. Like, you know, I've been kind of just like in a rut, and like to myself, like, doing YouTube, which is like fun, but like I've been like in the house lately. But like, I think definitely like putting yourself out there. Like, today I went to go out with people, and it was not a date or nothing like that, but I literally just like went out with these random two people I didn't really know, but I went with my mutual friend. No, I went with my best friend, but then she had these other two people that she invited, and I had a good night tonight. And I think, you know, honestly, that's what inspired me to make this. Is it was just really helpful. It just made me feel better and really comforted me. And, you know, it turned out the conversations that we ended up talking about, it did give me a lot of insight about the whole breakup, even though they're not that person. But it just was just like, you know, hearing another perspective was nice about it, to know that, just to understand the human brain in general. It definitely like just changed things for me, and I feel like I'm a whole different woman. Just kidding, no, not entirely like that, but like, I just feel like just different in the sense of just like, I want to keep on exploring and meeting people, like, you know, just because, you know, that guy didn't work out, like, before today, it was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm so sad. And, you know, I kept on talking about him, but like today, like right now, I'm just like, no, like, I'm excited to see what the future holds. And just because it didn't work out with him, like, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna work out with anybody else. And remembering that, like, I'm young, and even if you are older going through, like, you know, I feel like there's a person for everybody. And then to say we have to be easier on ourselves. Like, it's all of our first times living, and, you know, 100% you're gonna be okay. And I know it takes some times. I know there's some days where it's like, you know, up and then down, and then up again and then down, and those days really suck. But I encourage you guys to push through, to really press forward, and above all, to trust God in the process, because he has a plan. He has made a way. It's all gonna work out, even though it may not be what you're looking at and looking for. He's got it all figured out. So you just gotta trust him. You just gotta, you know, put your faith in him, and to, you know, keep on maintaining that relationship, because above all, everything fails without God. So make sure he's above it all, and he will bless you to your desires. if it's a part of your will in your future and so like that. But yes, I really hope that this video may have helped. I'm definitely going to be looking back at this video because I know I'm going to be needed, because once again, we got highs and lows of days. Today is definitely a high. Let's pray for a high tomorrow though too, not the other kind. But yeah, I really hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Peace is our yes.